What's up, guys? tubrepairstore.com. Today we're going to be showing you how to drill and foam a crack in a fiberglass tub. So this is about a 7-inch crack. It's definitely broken all the way through, and this is going to be a good example because we can clearly identify the deep layer support and the shallow layer support. So I'm starting out with a 5/16 inch drill bit, and watch as I'm drilling. So you notice I hit some resistance there. Okay, that's down into the shallow layer support. That's into the support board, but that's not all the way through. Watch here. See how I hit that? And then I go through that resistance. There I go through the resistance and I hit the subfloor. So that is deep layer support. So that's going all the way down to the subfloor. Now keep in mind, you've got the shower floor, then you have a support board. See how the shower floor kind of releases up when I go through it and I hit that support board. That's what you need to be looking for. So here, I've done 3 deep layer supports. Now I'm going to do a shallow layer support. So I'm not pressing near as hard because I don't want to just run through that support board. But watch as I'm drilling, and then when it goes through, that shower floor releases, but then I hit that support board. So we've got shallow layer support, and then this one is shallow layer support also. Okay, so notice how I've kind of got them in opposite triangle patterns there. So I've got deep layer support at either end of the crack. Then I've got a deep layer support kind of offset but in the center, and then I've offset those holes with shallow layer support. So yeah, you see here, I'm just showing you how deep it is down to the subfloor. This is ideal. This is just a couple inches deep. 1 can of foam is going to go a long ways when you're trying to fill a 2-inch gap like this. So don't overdo the foam. Just be aware of that. Watch our foam demonstration. We'll do some others too. But watch the full video in your kit. Scan that QR code in the instructions. Watch that foam demonstration and see how much foam you get there. You will definitely not need 2 cans of foam. So we just used 1 can of foam, and I don't even know if I completely used the whole thing. So I went in deep layer. I went sprayed foam in all the deep layer supports first, and then I went back to the shallow layer support. Now, one thing to realize is when you're spraying foam in the shallow layer supports, see, I'm doing some additional shallow layer supports here because I just want to make sure we're getting good coverage and we're not going to have any weak spots around that crack. So when you're spraying in the shallow layer supports, you see how it does kind of come squirting back out other holes. You like to see that. You like to see it if it's coming squirting through the crack. That's great to see. But that only happens in the shallow layer support. In the deep layer support, that foam has enough room to move around down there that it's not being forced back up any other holes. So sometimes you can look down other holes and you can see it spreading down there, but you're not going to see it come shooting back up like you do in the shallow layer support where the pressure is much greater. So I've used most of my first can, and I know I've got it filled up nicely, so I just let that set up for 2 hours. Now keep in mind, you let it set up for 2 hours, it's not going to be completely cured underneath there. Now these top parts here are, they were fully cured, so we were good to go. If you ever scrape those off and it's still gooey right there, you just want to hold off and just keep letting that set up. But we were completely cured right there on the top, so I went ahead and moved forward. And now you'll notice here, now keep in mind, this has only been about 2 hours, so the inside is still maybe slightly soft. It's not fully cured for sure. So I'm just going to clean up any debris, and then I always want to check and see how firm it is before I move forward. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to get a feel for how firm it is. You'll notice it's got a little give when I do step on it, but also keep in mind it's not fully cured, and I know that, and I know this is going to get even harder over the next 24 hours. So this is hard enough for me to feel comfortable moving forward. I'm putting all my weight on that 1 foot right there on that weak spot of that crack, and it is holding just fine. So So I am comfortable moving forward on this, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish out this repair like we always do. Go to tubrepairstore.com. Give us a call if you have any questions.